Hi, it's Owen Carroll. This is my thoughts on Irvin and the writing assignment. So, yeah. In the writing piece itself, I found it very interesting. I thought that it was pretty informative, and even though a lot of the stuff I sort of already knew, sort of like with second nature, I guess it was nice seeing it in writing so that I could sort of exemplify the importance of each one of these codes, conventions, or expectations. So, the codes and conventions of writing in college are finding and knowing the audience, explaining the context, delivering your message with a purpose, and then having proper documentation for your sources. So, pretty basic. Once again, I mean, that is all sort of expectations that we dealt with when writing in high school and before that. Another one of the important things in this writing piece was he touched on researching skills and the ability to find valid in-depth information. He also talked about the ability to read and comprehend sort of difficult texts, so like readings and stuff like that. He said that academic writing and writing in college pertains to argument and then persuasion of opinion, or just an analysis. So once again, two topics and two areas that I'm semi-comfortable with due to my former writing. So along with that, he said the three main characteristics of academic writing are clear evidence in your writing, using reasoning over personal emotion, and a properly suited audience. So writing for your audience, knowing who your audience is, and having an audience who is educated enough so that they can understand and comprehend what it is that you're sharing with them. So once again, three very common codes and conventions that I've been using as a writer throughout my entire writing career. And the last thing that I'm going to touch on from that article is how you understand what you are writing as you write, and sort of how that's just like the theme, and how you need to understand what you're writing as you write, or else it's just going to come out like a bunch of gibberish, and it's going to seem as if you don't know what you're talking about simply because you don't. And then for the second part of our discussion, talk about the specific expectations that are detailed in this reading. So I did a bunch of that. Can you identify the components of an academic? Yes. Which areas do you struggle with most? So personally, one of the things I struggle with most from the reading itself was finding and deteriorating evidence from complex writing sources, because like when I'm reading something that's medieval or something that's older, and the language might be a little bit different compared to like a modern American language, it can be a little bit difficult to me to sort of not only comprehend, but understand and find evidence that I can use to help support a claim. So I need to work on that, I need to work on being able to analyze those papers. And yeah, I think that's all I got. So